Hi, my name is Nedret Andre. I am an abstract painter. I've been painting since I was 5, and I love painting about marine ecology and seagrass habitats. This one's called Arankima. Oh, actually, it's called reaching. That's the actual term, but Arankima is what the subject matter is. I didn't want to use the color blue. So it has lots of reds and, all these unusual colors. And I'm an abstract painter, so maybe I should talk about what seagrass is. It's a flowering plant, and we have about 70 different species worldwide. And there's so many wonderful properties of seagrass. I love it personally because it's such a quiet, unnoticed plant that does many things. It acts like architecture. It's just a beautiful plant, and I'm just become obsessed with it, so I keep learning more. I do love to use mark making and line to kind of mimic different things that happen in water and in seagrass beds, so I like to overlay them. I start with washes of diluted oil paint and then layer them. So when you look in the sections, you'll see the underneath colors of yellows and blues. So I like to kind of start with watercolory effects. It kind of makes complete sense for working with seagrass habitats too. And then I just build up, and I work in a round. So I kind of flip the paintings over and over and over 50 million times, and stand back and see what happens every time I come back into the studio. I've been working with seagrass environments and ecology for about 2 years, and from my research with marine ecologists and from getting out in the field, one of the biggest problems that we have today with seagrass is the algae blooms that block light. So this was my way of expressing the importance of having for seagrass to reach and kind of get to clear water and light. So I have this kind of upward movement of reaching for light and clean water. This is the two most important aspects of having healthy seagrass beds. Talking to more scientists, I love the work they do, and they inspire me. So I make sure every summer I go out in the field and either help plant seagrass or harvest seagrass to plant seagrass, and then I just tell the world about what I'm finding. So I think it's a beautiful field to be examining, especially for me. It just motivates me.
Okay. Sometimes if you come when you're So when you have excess nutrients in the water, you get something called phytoplankton blooms, and the phytoplankton, they create like a mat on top of the water, and so that reduces the amount of light available to the plants, so they end up dying. Seagrasses are important because they provide a lot of ecosystem services, so they can improve water quality and water clarity. So their leaves, as they grow, they start to baffle or move back and forth in the water column, and that removes excess nutrients and they'll remove sediment. We do run a lot of restoration efforts where we take out people, just volunteers from the community, and they'll help us harvest at a local bed and then plant into an area that we think can support seagrass. But I think the biggest way to just protect seagrasses is to keep that ocean clean.
Every new thing I learn just kind of ends up being fuel for my work. So I'm very fortunate to find something that makes me passionate about my art. So I think individually we can all use less plastic, meatless Mondays, meatless Wednesdays. Less meat means less carbon dioxide in our atmosphere and nitrates in the water. So the algae blooms are the biggest problems of seagrass loss. So if we can reduce some of the dumping of trash and dumping of fertilizers, I think that would help clear out some of the blooms. And getting involved, volunteer. Find scientists and find out what they're doing and see if you can volunteer. Alyssa Novak at BU, those of you that are BU people, she has an assistant called Hannah, and she's the one that organizes field trips. I highly recommend you check them out. Awesome field trip.